So she clowning her friend for getting a divorce. This should be fun. Let's get into it. Oh, by the way, y'all ever had baklava before? Nope. If you have baklava before, leave it in the comment, man. This is like a Middle Eastern dessert.
Divorced, and I was so surprised because her and her husband were such a cute couple and they had been together for 11 years. So I asked her, like, what happened? I figured something bad happened. She's like, honestly, I was just bored. Like, my husband, all he did was work. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had 3 kids and I just got lonely and bored. And she says that when she would bring it up, like, he would take her out, but it was just boring to her. Like, she needed some excitement in her life. She just felt like she was just a mom and a wife, and her husband just wasn't doing that for her. And she had other friends that had, boyfriends, or like they had just got married, and they were always going out, always going on vacation, always partying, like going to the club, going to the bar, hanging out with friends, and they did none of that. And when she would bring it up to her husband would always tell her, like, I gotta work. Like, they had a big house, they had nice things. Like, he was just trying to work. So they ended up getting divorced. And now, she's single, she lives alone, she's working, and she's dating. So then I told her, oh, well, that must be exciting, like dating and stuff. And she's like, no, I fucking hate it. And I was like, why? And she's like, because all they want to do is just have fun. They just want to go to the club. They just want to go to the bar. They just want to hang out.
But that's what you wanted, though, because you weren't getting that from your husband, and that's what you were looking for. So what's the problem?
I'll have a good time, and then that's it. She said no one wants to help me out. Like, I'm trying to find someone that's going to help take care of my kids. She's like, I just want someone to be a provider, not just a good time. So I was all like, well, wasn't that what your husband was doing? And she's like, I know. And I guess now her ex-husband is dating someone, like, seriously. They have been divorced for a total of 3 years, and he has been dating this girl for 2 years. She has 2 kids, and they're already living together. She says that he's fully taking care of her. Like, the girl doesn't work, she's a stay-at-home mom. They haven't had any new kids, but they're planning on having kids. And she's pissed because she's like, how can he move on so fast? Like, I can't even find nobody, and he just found someone so quick, and he didn't even...
Yo, she's making it sound like that it's his fault because she can't find anybody. It's never the woman's fault. It's always the man's fault with women like this. And then now he found somebody else and she can't find nobody. So she's mad about that too.
Want to give us another try, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was so confused because I was like, okay, so you divorced him because he was always working and you were bored. So now you are single, going out, having a good time, dating, but you don't like that. Now you want someone to take care of you, a provider. And your ex-husband, all he wanted to do was be a provider. That's why now he is dating someone who he has no problem providing for her and her kids. And she's pissed because she's like, why would he go and find someone who has kids? Like, he already has kids. Why?
Don't worry about what he's doing, okay? He's doing whatever makes him happy. If the girl have kids with somebody else, he in a relationship with that woman, and that person is making him happy, don't worry about him. You're just hating on her because she's in your place and you want your spot back. Too late.
Would he want to take on that responsibility? And I'm like, wait, aren't you looking for someone to take on that responsibility? I was just giving her a hard time, not gonna lie, because it was kind of funny to me, because I was like,
I'm really happy that he got rid of that woman and he's happy with the new wifey. So what if she got a couple of kids or whatever from somebody else? He got babies too with somebody else, so it's a perfect match. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, just because you are a single father, that don't mean that you should not date single mom. No, I say, like, single men with no babies try to date the people who don't have babies with other people, because it's gonna be more smoother in the future when it comes to you guys going through the relationship and growing together. But this is another story. Oh shit, I'm doing like second video on somebody thinking that the grass is gonna be greener on the other side. Whatever you got, hold on to it, because shit, it's not that great out here when it comes to dating pool. All the good men and women, they already taken, especially if you're in your late 20s and even late 30s And if you hopping into the dating scene again, like, starting fresh because you were in a long-term relationship, it's hard out here, man, because after certain age, men don't want to commit, especially when they already have babies with somebody else. And let me tell you a story of my friend. He's 51 years old, okay? He lived in a house with his wife, got two sons, okay, but then they got like divorced. So now he's not entertaining anybody to have kids with or be in a relationship that's going to lead in towards marriage. No, he's dating a couple of people at the same time, and that's a lot of men out here who doing that shit. Like I said in my other video, if I'm single in my 40s, guess what, I don't give a fuck about a relationship. I'm trying to hold out. Yeah. I'm not trying to make babies with nobody. No, all that shit is done and over with. That time is over. Now I need to move on to other things, just have a good time, make money, and experience different type of cuisine, if you know what I mean. But yeah, man, that's my take on this video. Hold on to your spouse if they're good to you. If they're abusive, get the fuck away from them. But yo, if he's a good man, just ask people around, I mean, ask your mom. Ask your mom, ask your sister, ask them what they think. Ask your friend. Don't ask a single friend though. And be like, yo, do you think am I asking for too much? Is he a good man? Well, what do you guys think? You've known him for a few years now. What you think? And they'll tell you, that girl, you know, we might not have it that bad. But the thing is, people always want something better. That's the nature of human being. We always want something better. That does not only apply in a relationship, that apply in you want a bigger house. Once you buy your first house, then you're like, yo, you know what, maybe I can get me a fucking mansion next. Oh, I just bought me a Lexus. Guess what, in 2 years I'm gonna trade this one in for a Mercedes. It's just never stop. Once you get the Mercedes, you want a Maybach. After a Maybach, you want a Rolls Royce. It just never ends. You know what they say, right? Count your blessings. Count your blessings, baby, and keep it moving. Put that energy into this that you got going on. Because if you putting this energy in this right here, it's gonna take you a long way. You wanna keep finding the next best thing, you're gonna be doing that shit for the rest of your life, because that shit would never end. But that's my take on this video, man. Peace and love.